I have a question on the Left 4 Dead story, and this is just opinion, so you could differ than me, but you'll be wrong. But um, we were talking about the crossover with Payday, and it's really well done. I really like it. And again, I'm friends with the team over there, so it's not a surprise for me that it was well done and treated with respect. And I actually had some back and forth with them on it. But someone was saying they wish that story was canon, and I disagree. I think that's one of the things that I love about Left 4 Dead that I didn't even really appreciate until making the Anacrusis of everybody knows zombies. So you can just throw people into a zombie game and they understand, oh, something happened. We'll figure this out. I really hate, I think it's World War Z and I think it's I Am Legend, which read the book I Am Legend is nothing like the horrible effing movie. It still pisses me off. The book's super short. But it's, oh, this is my virus and I'm going to save it. And actually, when we were doing the comic, we had a lot of back and forth on this about some people wanted to do that kind of thing at the start of the comic and have it explained out. And I'm like, no. The least interesting thing about Left 4 Dead is the virus. The most interesting thing is people's reaction to it and the group of people that you're with working together and that dynamic. And it's about that. It's about coming together. It's about working together. It's about humanity, right? And that's why it differs from something like The Last of Us, which is all about revenge and hate. And like, we have enough of that. And also, I don't think that's how people work. Look at what's happening right now in North Carolina, right? People are pulling together and helping each other and cutting down roads and clearing. And people work together. Again and again, when tragedy strikes, people pull together and work together. And every movie and every TV show and every game puts them at odds with each other and hate each other. And I wanted to make something where that wasn't the focus. And instead it was about working together and pulling together and being helpful. And with that, not having this definitive of like, oh, this is my virus or this is how it happened, right? We know at Valve how it happened. There's a wiki. You can go look it up on a wiki. I don't know, I'm telling you. But it is. But the idea was that would be in the background and always kind of be there as a way to hang the story on there so it's consistent, but not make it about that. Because again, I think that's the least interesting part of the story. So I'm kind of curious how people think about that, because I was surprised to see that in our Discord of people discussing the post and bringing that up, because that is just so not how I think about it. But equally, for the Anacrusis, I realize now later, once we released it, like we needed more setup because that's more unfamiliar terms. And while I thought you could get this set up while you're playing it, like it talks about it as you play. The more you play, the more you get the story. Since it was so unfamiliar, we needed to front load some of that and actually have a little bit. And originally, we actually had that, and I talked about my failure to get that done internally. But yeah. Oh, I don't want to leave it out a bummer. But yeah, I really do like not just watching how the story of Left 4 Dead unfolds, obviously because I wrote it. That and the people pull together, but I also like watching players and strangers pull together. And I think one of my favorite reviews of the game was playing it with your friends is an awesome co-op experience. Playing it with strangers is probably what the zombie apocalypse would feel like, which I thought was pretty good.